Hello ladies and gentlemen, Safehouse here, and today we'll be having a look at the top 5 champions in Battlerite as of the early access release. Keep in mind that this is for the 2v2 ladder, although I don't believe that the 3v3 ladder differs a whole lot, and also keep in mind that this is my opinion and yours may differ, but anyways, let's jump right in. At number 5 we have Ashka, a little fella wearing a mask who throws fire at everyone and everything. He's a ranged DPS with decent CC, high bursts and good mobility. I believe him to be the strongest ranged DPS currently, but only by a very small margin, with the rest hot on his heels, pun intended. The main issues you will find with Ashka is the fact that he's very skill shot reliant. Although most of the champions in this game are, he can be especially punishing if you do miss your shots, or if you waste your mobility and you just find yourself getting chased down and thoroughly beaten. Ashka is a really fun champion though, with a lot of outplay potential and a game-changing ult, especially if you hit 2 people with it, that does a lot of damage and can be used for zone control at the same time. This is why he's earned the number 5 spot over a few of the others that I'll give an honourable mention to at the end. At number 4 we have Croak, otherwise known as Frogman. He's a melee assassin with crazy mobility, good burst, and very hard to deal with CC. And that's without mentioning the best part about this champion, and that is his stealth. His stealth is the number 1 reason Croak is so hard to deal with, because his first auto attack from stealth stuns you for 1 second, allowing him to get a bunch of autos with no counterplay to it really. The only way to get around this is if you see him stealth, pretty much just to run in the opposite direction, because there's no way to reveal stealth in the game at the moment. For an assassin, he also has great sustain, and can spec further into healing with ability choices. Downside is he can be a little one-trick pony-ish sometimes, as the stealth is the core of his kit, and if you don't use it really well, then he's going to be punished for it. He also doesn't have a counter to left and right clicks like a lot of other melee champions have, so it can be really easy to focus him down at times. Now, let me just say this top 3 was very hard to pick, with not much difference between them all. Here is how I place them though. At number 3 we have Pearl, a cocky healer who is possibly the most frustrating champion in the game, with a kit that seems to allow her to shine in any situation. She has average mobility but makes up for it with amazing zone control, CC, damage and healing. Her Fizz ult, comment if you get that reference, even does crazy damage and can remove 1 member of the enemy team from the battle for an extended period of time. In the right hands, it is incredibly difficult to get anywhere near this monstrosity, and paired with the right champion, you'll be left scratching your head on how to win the next round. Like I said before, her main weakness is her mobility, and melee champions can exploit this well, as the zone control is incredibly oppressive to ranged champions, but not quite as bad for melee. The best way to beat a healer is often to burst down one target as best you can, so they can't heal them back to full health, but good luck doing that against Pearl. At number 2 we have Shifu, the spear wielding old man who is sticky as all hell and straight up does the most damage in the game. His mobility is immense, his sustained and burst damage is insane, he has average CC, but his incapacitate when used correctly will leave you smashing your keyboard. And to top it off, he has an invulnerability on a decently low cooldown. With a crazy AoE damaging ult, although easy to escape, he can be a nightmare to deal with. The downside to Shifu is his lack of range and therefore him being an all-in champion. This means you must pick your battles and play around the enemy cooldowns in order to get in and really destroy your target. It can be tempting to go over aggressive, which leaves him without a teammate at times. Try to burn him down if he does overextend like this, but it can be very hard to focus him with a great counter ability that's going to place him behind you and make him invulnerable for a short amount of time, and an invulnerability on his spacebar as well, which he can auto attack while he is in. And finally, at number 1 we have the one and only Poloma. Another healer with answers for everything you can throw at her, and she doesn't just have answers for herself, but her ally too, with an invulnerability that can be cast on herself or her teammate, and heals all round. Her invulnerability can be used to escape just about any situation you can try and trap her in. She has crazy mobility, decent damage, insane CC that will leave you running to the other side of the map, and heals that heal both her and her ally at the same time. This slippery gypsy does have some downsides though, as she can only heal herself when an ally is nearby. If she is caught in a 1v2 situation, her heal ability effectively becomes useless. Splitting her from her ally then is a great way to go about beating Poloma, but don't expect that to be easy. As with all healers, bursting down one target as much as you can will go a long way to you winning the game against Poloma. That's the top 5, but I will also throw in some honourable mentions who just missed out on this list, that being Bakko, the charging tank with a reflecting shield, and Jade, the ranged assassin who you had to play in the tutorial. Also, a big thank you to everyone who allowed me to use their gameplay footage in this video. If you want to see more gameplay, I have put the links to their videos in the description, so go check them out as well. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more Battlerite content, go ahead and smack that sub button as well. Thanks again, and I hope to see you next time.
Damn.